Welcome everybody to Strangest Species, Season 3, Episode 13.
13, baby.
Yeah, I'm your host Mike Davis, here with Anthony Davis as always.
Howdy, howdy.
And we're back for another round of festivities.
Yes, round. I have no idea how many rounds we've done this.
Me either.
Yeah, like you've broken it up into seasons, but like total.
But even they're totally arbitrary. But we are here for another go around the proverbial sun.
Oh, and speaking of going around the sun, you today are celebrating another year around the sun.
This is true.
Yeah.
It is my birthday.
That was a perfect segue. You would have thought we planned this, but we didn't. This
we
is
don't plan
all
nothing.
on the spot. Johnny on the spot.
That's right. Yeah, it is my birthday today. So it's been good.
Yeah. Yeah, it has. It's a good birthday. We got a Blackstone.
Yep.
And that's exciting.
It is. Now we can make 72 pancakes at a time.
That's an exaggeration unless they're
huge.
like the teeny tiny weeny ones though.
That's true. But that thing is massive.
Oh yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's a big
operation.
Yeah.
So.
Well, cool.
All right.
Yeah, we got, Christmas around the corner and
It'll be here before we know it.
all the things coming. So,
Yeah.
Hopefully
more snow than rain coming.
we're very warm right now.
Yeah.
I mean, not very warm, like heavy warm. Definitely cold, but above freezing.
Yeah, but with precipitation, that includes rain.
A lot of precipitation.
And so,
Very wet.
we came out of church today and it was super duper duper rainy. I was like, wait a second, this should be snow.
But it is very not snow.
I
We have
know.
no snow. We had a bunch of snow.
I kind of want the mountain to get snow. And so I'm hoping at least
Cold
if,
enough up there.
if it was rainy here, that hopefully they were getting some snow.
Usually
there.
that's true in this winter, but it's almost 50 here. Like,
That's what I'm saying
warm.
is I don't even know if for the local mountain anyway, that it would have been able, I mean, I think for the further out ones for sure, but anyway, we'll see.
We shall.
All right.
We shall. Well, you got any good guesses on today?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to talk about, let's see. The ideas and creations behind, Universal Studios. Because we were talking about Epic Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I was thinking about.
Do you ever think we're going to talk about stuff if I randomly talk about it throughout like the week? Because you're like, oh, maybe he's researching that thing.
Only if there's a couple of times I've thought that. Only, and I can't even think. I'm trying to think of what the topic was. Or it's like, I wonder if he's telling me this because he's researching it. Turns out I was wrong.
I try not to.
Turns out I was wrong, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway.
All right. Well, we're not going to talk about Universal or things behind it, but we are going to talk about ideas behind something. So that's kind of...
Yeah, I mean, so I'm so close. Yeah.
So I'm going to play you something. Okay?
Oh, great. Well, one of our children is going to love this episode if we're talking about Stranger Things. So good. Like the music is so good.
Yeah.
And the first episode or first season is like quintessential 80s childhood, just amazingness.
It was really good. So we're not actually going to talk about Stranger Things.
Oh, darn. Because I want to listen to that again.
Well, you can listen when we go to bed tonight. We'll just put it on. Like white noise.
Yeah. No, I don't
You can sleep dreaming of demigorgons.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we're not going to talk about Stranger Things, but we are going to talk about the real life CIA operations that inspired Stranger Things.
CIA is Central Intelligence Agency, which is different than the FBI. How again? Like, why would it be a CIA thing? Because it's classified?
FBI are like, I don't know.
Crimes specifically?
They're like cops, like federal cops.
Okay.
CIA is like your spies and your operations,
Like
and
secret
your-
missions and
It's a lot
interesting.
more,
But still both federal.
both federal. It's a good question, though.
Yeah. I think I've always been kind of
CIA is much more, I feel, hush hush and
secretive.
secretive.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah,
Dirty worky.
Well, I feel like FBI would be dirty work too. I mean, they have, but I don't know. Anyway, so the real life CIA stuff that inspired specifically Stranger Things, or just all of that kind of paranormal stuff,
Probably X-Files as well,
right?
some
And
of
all those.
things. But definitely, I want to say the Duffer brothers have talked about some of these things.
Okay, so if this information is kind of secret, then how do they know about it?
That's a good question.
And how subsequently do you know about it? Because as far as I know, you're not CIA.
Well, I can't tell you.
Oh, or I'd have to kill you.
Confirm or deny.
Yeah, or I'd have to kill you, right?
Dental school is a front.
I mean, I can't believe it because I've been there. I was like your assistant for boards. So,
But you saw how bad I was.
well,
So-
everyone was terrible.
I actually wasn't bad. I passed just fine. Thank you
Yeah,
very much.
but I mean, for board level,
Yeah.
yeah, you
boards are
did.
terrible.
You did great, but boards are terrible, and everyone's so nervous, and I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mhm.
That's a good question, and we're going to get into that some. But we're going to do something that we've never done before.
Whoa,
This is a first.
whoa!
First Stranger. What is our show called? Stranger Species.
You're getting confused now.
Too many strangers.
I'm getting distracted by this Harry Potter castle in between us. You have the backside of it, but I get to see all the
Yeah,
cute
you
things
just have the
inside.
inside.
I know.
I just have fake bricks.
Yep. Nope. I have all the cute letters and I don't know, the observatories and
Next time we record, I'm going to flip it around
yeah.
so that I can be distracted.
Hopefully it's not here forever.
We'll definitely be here next time we record.
Oh gosh.
You have like a whole nother wing over there by your arm.
Yeah, I basically have the whole Hogwarts, castle,
I
but
see the greenhouse where they grow the screaming mandrakes. Is
Yep.
that Malfoy in there?
yeah, that's Malfoy. Yep.
And who else?
What's her name? With the blonde hair?
Rapunzel?
No, isn't this the one that like in the first one is like talks really softly?
Oh, is that Luna?
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
hippie-ish kind of girl?
Yeah, Luna Lovegood.
Ah,
I think it's yeah. So, they're all dolled up for their first winter dance or whatever.
gotcha.
In
Is
this-
that the scene in this castle?
Well, yeah, I mean, in this moment
Interesting.
in time.
Interesting.
Anyway, I'm sorry. That was a complete sidetrack.
Yeah, this is a big announcement.
Oh, I'm sorry. Something we've never done on this before.
Yeah. So this is going to be a 3-part episode.
Whoa. A to be continued?
Twice.
No.
But not really to be continued. Each segment will have an end.
Oh.
But there'll be more of the story to come.
Are you going to leave it on a cliffhanger?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we'll be back next week.
Is that your cliffhanger?
Yeah. Part 1 is the introduction.
Part 1 is we're done.
Yeah. I've got to go sit in the hot tub. It's my birthday.
It's your birthday. You deserve to sit in the hot tub.
And it's cold outside and windy. And that's how I like it.
No, and see, that is like, just, yeah. If it was 108, then I'd say sure.
The water, not outside.
Oh, yeah. Not the water. I mean, not the air. That would be terrible.
Yeah. And we have a wind advisory right now. It's pretty breezy.
That's better than still rain. I hate it when it's raining.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
So, so we're going to talk about the real life CIA projects that inspired the show. So even if you've never seen Stranger Things, totally fine. That's the last reference we're going to, at least, I mean, we might reference it, but not of any importance.
But honestly, if you haven't seen it, you need to at least watch one.
Season 1's good.
Yeah. Like,
Season 2 is good. Season 3, meh.
they get a little.
Season 4 was better again, and we've only watched a bit of the new one.
I'm still trying to figure out how they can tie in the bone creature to all the things.
The bone creature.
The blobby bone thing.
Oh, the mind flayer.
Yeah, but still can't. I gotta have like.
So when you say bone creature, you mean the giant ethereal like cloud spider?
No.
Oh, not
The thing with like the brother that's like blobbing around, like sucking up humans.
yeah, it's the mind flayer.
I have to reconvene in my mind here.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
that's okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So we're gonna go back today to 1950,
Okay.
beginning of two separate wars: the Cold War and the Korean War.
Oof.
Now, imagine yourself in 1950. Sometimes it's easy for us, I think, to look back in history and think like, oh yeah, cool, the Korean War lasted for like 3 years and then life was really cool after that. But if you were alive in 1950, you just finished the biggest war of all time. You've lost a bunch of friends, sons, fathers, you know. And now you're starting this Cold War and another round of war with troops being shipped off to Korea.
Right.
So I'm sure it was a pretty, you know, unsettling time.
Right.
Because you're just like, are we going into another world war now? You know, are we going into another giant conflict? So it was during this time that the CIA organized an attempt at learning mind control. They wanted to learn how to enhance interrogation efforts and manipulate behavior.
Ooh, this is where L comes in.
Right.
Yeah.
So they thought this would be a really, really good thing if they could figure out ways to get information out of prisoners of war, things like that, right?
Yeah, which is good in some ways and also very probably inhumane in others, right?
I'm sure there were some inhumane attempts.
Inhumanenesses.
So they started with a project in 1950, ran for 2 years, called Project Bluebird.
Okay.
Because they had the following fears. The government was worried that the Soviets were going to brainwash people.
Okay.
They were afraid of Chinese interrogation methods.
Okay.
And they were afraid of Korean prisoner of war conditioning. Like brainwashing prisoners of war and, you know, convincing them that America was bad and things.
Right.
So they wanted to prevent enemy agencies from being able to extract information from U.S. agents.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to develop methods to break prisoners and extract secrets from them. So they didn't want our guys to say anything, but they want to be able to get the other guys to say stuff.
Right.
And they wanted to explore drugs, hypnosis, and psychological pressure to control or alter behavior.
Oof.
So that was kind of the goals. So to do that, they tried different things. They tried hypnosis.
Okay.
They tried sleep deprivation.
Oof.
They tried isolation.
Who are the willing participants of?
Oh, no one's willing here. These are probably all prisoners of war.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to get a lot into who the participants are in these things as we go on. And memory erasure attempts.
Like zapping their brain, or
we'll get to that too.
Okay. Oof.
These are just some of the goals.
Right.
Okay, let's see if we can figure out if we can use hypnosis. Let's see if we can figure out, okay, if we deprive someone of sleep for 5 days, can we get them to crack, you know, or control or whatever.
This is the 50s?
Yep.
1950?
1950, 51. So these are all kind of new things. They don't really know. They're just, let's try some of this stuff. So the main objective to Project Bluebird was the following: to see if a person could be conditioned to resist pain, betray allies, or commit actions against their moral code.
I think you can.
Possibly.
I mean, with the right tactics, I think you can.
What if you have psychokinetic powers?
Well, that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. So they were kind of doing that for a couple of years. And then in 1951, Project Bluebird expanded and was renamed Project Artichoke.
Oh.
You like artichokes?
I like artichokes. Seems random.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah. Lots of different little, sections to an artichoke. Maybe
that's true.
It's like...
And there you have even with butter.
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with anything,
I
but
don't know. Butter's good.
butter is good.
So,
Yeah.
so Project Artichoke was similar to Project Bluebird, except it was darker, more aggressive, and more experimental.
Gotcha.
So they were like, okay, these are some cool ideas. Let's push it a little bit and see what else we can see.
See what else we can see.
Yeah. So it was interesting because the Project Artichoke was funded under the CIA Security Office and not the Science Division. Meaning it wasn't really as much research based as it was. They were really leaning towards operational use.
Right.
They were looking for things that they could use in the field right now. Not, this isn't just research to kind of figure out
Yeah.
how this stuff
like
works.
kind of weaponizing
Yeah.
a human.
So they had a chilling question in Project Artichoke. Kind of an underlining question was, can we control an individual to the point where they will do our bidding against their will?
Yeah. This sounds terrible.
Yeah. So that was kind of the can we get you to go be an assassin even if that's not something you want to do?
Yeah.
Can we get you to tell us all of your secrets even if it's not something you want to do? Without just like, torturing you, like subversively conditioning you to do these things.
Right. Although some of it could be torture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're beginning to see the early versions of a project that's coming down the road here called MK Ultra. Have you ever heard of MK Ultra?
I feel like I have.
MK Ultra is the main topic of the first two parts of this 3-part series.
Okay.
So today we're going to get into MK Ultra, and we're going to talk about some of the verified things that they did.
When you say verified, like officially,
We know this happened.
we know this happened.
And we'll go into why we know and all this kind of
Okay.
stuff. Next week, we're going to talk about MK Ultra that is assumed, but we don't have documentation. So a little bit more of the
Out there.
out there
Type
but
stuff.
but for reasons we believe it really happened. In the third week, we're going to talk about, it's called the Montauk Project. Another CIA project that is the real basis for demigorgons and creatures and things like that.
Right. So there's not going to be a lot of people from the CIA alive still that participated in these on this earth right now, correct?
Correct.
There would be, my guess is,
0.
oh, there's 0?
I mean, I don't know if there's any, but you
Well-
have had to have been in your 20s or 30s at the youngest.
At the youngest.
That would have been 80 years ago.
Yeah, so you'd be
75 years
like-
ago. So maybe there's some 95-year-olds out
yeah,
there.
like a
who-
handful.
But I would imagine even then you wouldn't have been anyone high up in any of these projects.
Why
Maybe-
not?
Well, because these are all guys who are PhD level. They're established.
So they're older, is what you're saying.
Right. But you could definitely be a low-level person being told what to do, like
Yeah. No, it was just
running experiments or running.
as a younger person. Yeah. But generally speaking, you would have been an older person at that time, and so there wouldn't be any left.
I mean, not older,
Well, like 40s.
but yeah.
That's that's 20 years. That's a
they're
big
not
difference.
bringing,
Right.
some enlisted kid off the street and say, go run this project. Right?
Of course not.
These are all
Right.
scientists who are running them.
Sure.
Credentials of why they're picked by the CIA.
Sure.
So yes, they would have been.
So I'm just
Older.
wondering if there's like testimonials out there,
There are a lot of testimonials.
Yeah.
We have more testimonials by victims,
Then by,
but and we're going to get into all of these kind of things.
yeah, this is just kind of where my brain goes.
Which is great.
And at what point, if it's classified, can they actually testify, right? Like,
Right.
is that a lifelong thing that you are, oathed to never tell? Or is there a sort of statute of limitations where it's like, okay, it's been 50 years, you're allowed to talk?
Yeah. That's good. Good question. I don't know.
These are all just questions running in my
I would think
mind.
for some people, like my dad, worked on top secret
Mhm.
projects.
In the military.
I assume now if he talked about him, like the technology he was working on in 1991, probably pretty obsolete now.
Yeah, but still be cool.
Right, but you could probably talk about it, no one probably
But is he still under some sort of oath where in theory he shouldn't?
I have no idea.
See, that's what I'm like.
Remember the one episode we had about White Sands?
Yeah.
And I tried to ask him, and he
Yeah.
kept just like dodging my questions.
Yeah. But is that because he kind of has to?
I don't know. Probably not. Probably because he's old. Doesn't remember.
I'm glad he doesn't listen. Because he doesn't know how, because he's old.
Exactly. Boomer.
Boomer.
I only said that because our teenager called Ethnia Boomer today.
And I looked at him, I'm like,
You
you
don't even know what
sound
that
like
is."
such an idiot calling me that because you have no idea what that even is.
Off by like 3 generations.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty
Maybe
funny.
2.
I think more 3. Well, I'm still trying to figure out the full range, but I educated him at least.
There you go.
So he didn't sound like a moron.
Well, that's tricky.
Oh, just in that department anyway. Can't do all.
Can't do all the
things.
departments. So, but anyways, that was where Project Artichoke was. Can we make someone do something against their will?
Right.
So this one involved creating amnesia, manipulating memories, inducing involuntary actions.
Can you use drugs?
So
Okay.
big part. We're going to talk a lot about this.
Okay.
Big part of MK Ultra is LSD.
Oh, wonderful.
LSD was
Wonderful.
very at the heart of everything they did.
Right.
But they also used heroin and some other drugs. They
Oh,
were just
phew.
trying
I
to
was
do-
worried.
Yeah. Not just LSD.
Okay.
Cold exposure. That was the thing they would use to see if they could break down people to get them to do their will.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cold.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. And extreme interrogation of foreign nationals. I'm not sure what extreme interrogation all means, but
I can only imagine.
probably not, super pleasant.
Yeah.
So one of their famous lines that was pulled from a declassified file was this: "Can an unwilling subject be made to perform an act of attempted assassination?" So not just will you tell us our secrets, can we brainwash you enough
To kill someone.
to kill someone
On your old team.
on your old team, or even maybe on our team that we don't like anymore, like,
Or on any team.
on any team.
I gotcha.
So interesting. So they would work on prisoners of war, suspected spies, individuals that the CIA held in black sites. So because a lot of this stuff was illegal, they would form like these little detention centers overseas, like in South Korea or in other places around the world, where they then could perform tests without anyone seeing because they're in the jungles of, wherever they were.
I mean, I feel like this is sketch, right?
Super sketch.
Yeah.
You wonder why people don't trust the government.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you think this is sketch. We haven't even got any specifics here. Just wait till we get
I'm
into MK Ultra.
so ready.
And so
They called them black sites?
Mhm.
Okay. Like, kind of like a black hole. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
where they are. They're
exactly.
secret. Gotcha.
Totally off the grid. So in 1953, the CIA got a new director by the name of Alan Dulles. And he believed that the U.S. needed a more scientific and centralized approach to mind control. He's like, yeah, this is great. Like what you guys are doing, but we need to really hone it in scientifically. We need some methodology here.
Not just giving them LSD and...
Well, they're going to give him a lot of LSD.
No, but I mean...
But yes.
Okay.
And so Project Bluebird and Artichoke were centralized into a new project called MK Ultra.
Okay.
MK Ultra ran from 1953 to 1973.
Oof,
20 years.
that's a long time.
Long time.
Mm-hmm.
It incorporated the ideas, methods, and research from both of the programs, but pushed them to be much, much larger, and in many cases, much more disturbing scales. So what you're not going to enjoy.
No, I know this.
The project ran 100% in the dark.
What does that mean?
It officially didn't exist.
According to who?
the CIA.
Well, so who gave him the A-OK and like supplied the supplies?
It's government. But this is something that the public was never supposed to know about.
Oh,
Other
sure.
departments weren't supposed to know about.
Well, somebody had to know about it.
Sure.
So is the director, the new director, the only one that knew about it?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure lots of people knew about it. But
How
So
do you
we
do
know
this
of-
job? So like you're married and you're going to work and it's like your spouse is like, "Hey, so what are you doing at work?" Do you make up a whole story or do you just say it's top secret? I can't talk about it because I work for the CIA.
you could probably just, throw a bunch of
Mumbo
just blow hot
jumbo.
air. Like, oh, just running different projects, and admin, a lot of paperwork, just overseeing all the things. So we know MK Ultra had at least 149 sub projects that fell under this umbrella.
But I mean, think of how many people were employed.
Right. So there's a lot of people,
Yeah.
but there was no,
Okay.
I guess I don't know how else to describe it besides saying it was,
Completely in the black or
Right.
in the dark.
this is
Okay.
I mean, sure, there were lots of people who knew about it and there were lots of people funding it in the high ups of government.
Well, then it's like,
But a lot
okay,
more people did
so
know
let's say
about it, and
someone
they weren't ever
talks to
supposed-
someone else. I mean, is then the government coming and like shooting these people? Like, you know what I mean? Like a true movie?
We're going to talk about that.
Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. I don't know if I want to know. Okay.
Yeah. You're never going to look at anything the same.
I already probably, yeah.
Yeah. So like this, supposed to be completely in the dark, highly illegal, highly unethical,
Obviously.
these projects
Yes,
that we're
obviously.
going to get into. Some of. So like I said, for today's episode, we're only going to discuss documented, verified sub-projects.
Okay.
Everything, there's not a single conspiracy theory that we're going to talk about today.
This is all
This is
legit.
all stuff that the government itself has
Okay.
released and owned up to. And
Okay.
next week,
It'll be more
stuff that
potential for
Right.
that. Okay. Sounds good.
um,
I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready, but I'm ready.
And like I said, we you could have a podcast on nothing but MK Ultra.
Oh, I'm sure.
And do episode after episode after
I'm
episode
sure if you wanted to
about stories from it. So
Right.
we're just gonna like barely
skim the surface. Okay. Okay.
barely.
Nip. Mm. Okay.
Yeah, so everything we talk about today, we have literal CIA receipts. Like for them buying LSD, padding rooms, one-way mirrors, all the things we're talking about.
All right. Here we
That's
go.
the next episode, a little bit more.
I have so many questions. Like, what is a one-way mirror?
Question.
Like, what is the significance of a one-way mirror?
Oh, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay. All right. Let's get into it, man.
So the one-way mirror, a little teaser here, we'll talk about it in a few minutes, was for a project called Operation Midnight Climax. So let your mind go, figure out where you think that one's going to go.
I don't think I want to know. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So 1953, here we are. CIA Director Alan Dulles wants something bigger, broader, and most importantly, deniable.
Okay.
So he signs a memo authorizing MK Ultra, placing it under the command of CIA chemist Sidney Gottlieb, a man described by his colleagues as part black ops scientist and part hippie beekeeper.
Nice.
Which I found sounds like a really good combination.
It sounds random,
Yeah.
but
And nothing better than running secret black ops than someone who's a hippie.
keeping bees.
Keeping bees.
I want to be a beekeeper.
You'd be great for MK Ultra.
Yeah. No, I don't think I would.
Probably not. So like I said, Gottlieb would go to oversee 149, that we know of at least, sub-projects that were ran across universities, prisons, hospitals, psych wards, and CIA safe houses.
Okay.
Again, the following are not theories. They are not fake. These are all documented.
You keep saying this.
Well, it's because you're not going to believe some of the
Okay,
things
you
we're
just,
talking about.
I know. You just have to get into it. I'm like anxious here.
So, as I said multiple times, 149 sub-projects. We're going to break those out into 7 different subcategories of kinds of projects.
Okay.
So rather than go into all these, we're just going to kind of skim on these 7. So sub-project category A, LSD. LSD. So the goal was to find a drug that made people compliant, talkative, confused, hopefully all at once.
That I've never done it, but from what I know, that probably is a good candidate.
Yeah, LSD was pretty new at the time.
Right.
So the CIA purchased a little over 10 kilograms of pharmaceutical grade LSD.
I don't know how this isn't a red flag somewhere in the accounting department, but cool.
At the time, guess how much of the world's supply of chemical grade or pharmaceutical grade LSD that was?
I have literally zero inkling here.
All of it.
Oh,
They bought all the LSD in the world.
I don't know how you do that.
That was, fabricated in a lab. Like
Yeah.
if someone was illegally fabricating it. But
Huh. I don't know how you do that. Like, how do you find all the suppliers and buy it all?
there must not have been many suppliers back in 1953.
I guess that's true. But okay, they bought
the
all
US
of it.
government bought every gram of LSD that they could buy.
That's,
And they left none for anybody else.
well, I guess it's a good way to clean up the streets, right?
Yeah. So what is LSD? If you don't know what LSD is, it's lysergic acid diethylthymylate.
Oh, yeah, that makes it all make more sense now.
Yep. A powerful hallucinogenic and psychedelic that alters a person's thoughts, feelings, and perception of their surroundings. It is known for causing visual and auditory hallucinations, profound emotional experiences, and distorted sense of reality. It is currently a Schedule 1 substance, meaning that it has no medical use, therefore it is entirely illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So all of the big drugs that you get, Oxycontin, those kind of things, are all Schedule 2.
Right.
Meaning, yes, these are
There is some medical use for it,
fentanyl, propofol.
but they're very highly regulated.
Highly regulated.
Really quick interjection here. Why would there be any pharmaceutical grade LSD? Like, is it
So a lot of these drugs were made.
is it accidental discovery? Is it
Yes, kind of. I don't know when LSD was first isolated. I want to say it was the 20s or 30s in Sweden or something like that.
okay?
So a lot of these synthetic drugs are tested to see if there are medical uses out of them.
Uses
so they
out of
go
them.
through a time of, okay, let's
Trial period.
right? And then
Okay.
they deem, okay, no, we're not finding anything, and it's so the side effects are so terrible, we're just going to call it no medical benefit and make it illegal. But this happens with, lots of hallucinogenics.
Okay.
Ayahuasca,
Laudanum. No, just kidding.
I can't think of the other one. Anyways, lots and lots of
Mm-hmm.
things that maybe they do have medical value and we don't even know because we're not allowed to research them because they've been deemed.
Well, the
Class
side
one.
effects are too much anyway. That
So,
it would be neither here nor
but
there.
that's for another day.
Either way, I was just kind of trying to figure out why you would even have something like this.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, yeah. I don't know, I guess why, but they thought, hey, this is cool.
Yeah.
Let's try it. So they tested it on CIA employees, military personnel,
Wonderful.
prisoners, psychiatric patients,
This is exciting.
hospital patients, random civilians, and people at parties.
Wonderful.
Obviously, most of this is without any kind of consent or knowledge of the recipients.
Sure.
There were some army units that were given it on purpose, and they knew they were to try to see if it helped them, like, stay awake, But a lot of these were just random, like, let's give this person LSD and see what happens.
But how do you do a true like case study? Like this random person, are you following them? Are you like, it makes more sense if it's like a test subject, like you have a prisoner and you can observe them and you can monitor their behavior or set up, things on their heart
Right.
and stuff. But it's all just observation. And even then it would just be potentially short term because unless they know you're following them, I mean, that's not going to work very good.
But they're not going to have any idea what's going on.
Well, I guess that's probably true.
I mean, I'm sure they were set up.
No.
Where, Bavard wasn't like, hey, that lady walking across the street, go give her LSD. But
A little more. Okay.
a little more regulated than that.
Okay.
But they were really like kind of all sorts of situations.
Yeah, they got to get all the peoples.
There's a kind of famous case that falls under this umbrella. A guy by the name of Frank Olson.
Okay.
Again, Frank Olson could be an entire episode.
Frank Olson is, a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Frank Olson.
It's solid. Very 1950s name.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was just, anyway. Okay. Kind of like Mike Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's like a 50s name.
No, but just very,
Boring.
yeah, classic. I was going to use the word classic, not boring, but whatever.
You can call me boring.
I'm not calling you boring.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. So
Frank Olson was a U.S. Army biochemist.
okay. Cool.
He actually worked in MK Ultra. He did a lot of drug-induced interrogations on foreign nationals and stuff.
So give them drugs. Hopefully they'll spill the beans.
Right.
Okay. I get it.
But he was at a CIA retreat
Okay.
with some other people from MK Ultra,
Okay.
and they dosed him with LSD.
With his consent?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Without his consent. Okay. Terrible.
Yeah. So around 2 a.m. on the morning of Saturday, November 28th, 1953, 9 days after this.
9 days after they gave him a dose?
Yep.
Oh.
Frank Olson decided to jump out of a 10-story window at a hotel.
I believe that means you probably didn't make it.
He did not. He actually lived for like a little bit when he hit. Oof. But then died before help could get there.
How do they know he lived for a little bit?
Because the night manager rushed out to the hotel.
Right.
And he said he was still alive trying to mumble something, but he died before help could get there.
Oh my gosh.
Now, that same night manager said the following. In all my years in the hotel business, I never encountered a case where someone got up in the middle of the night, ran across a dark room in his underwear, avoiding 2 beds, and dove through a closed window with the shade and curtains drawn.
Weird.
So essentially what he's saying is, he was thrown out of something, like, he didn't jump out of this window.
Oh. Okay. So what I was thinking was that somehow the LSD had stayed in his system and was messing him up that bad that it was like he did it himself. But he was just so messed up. I was like, there's no way that you could take a drug and have it last 9 days, right?
I wouldn't think so, but maybe there's like steady state dosing him. I don't know.
So you're saying, or he is implying, this man, that it was deliberate.
Right.
Someone did this to him.
Right.
Okay.
That night.
But what would be the point?
And again, this could be a whole episode.
Sure. But
his family said after he got home from this retreat, when he was on the LSD, drastic mood swings, totally different person. He went to work. He actually came home from work with another Army officer because he told his wife, they're afraid I'm going to hurt you guys. And he agreed to go to like a psych ward for testing.
I wonder if it almost caused like gene mutation. Like,
I don't know.
Rocked his inner...
But I wonder if he was going to talk about it.
They were worried that... And so...
So the hotel switchboard operator that night, because he used to actually like physically connect calls, reported that they connected a call from room 1018, which is his room, to a number listed to belonging to a Dr. Harold Abramson. According to the operator, who listened to the entirety of the brief call, the occupant in 1018A said, "Well, he's gone," to which the other person, the doctor, said, "Well, that's too bad." So it was almost like they were monitoring him or something, and it's like, yeah, he didn't make it one way or another. I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
So the CIA called it a suicide, and it was for decades. They eventually exhumed his body and did a forensic investigation, and they found multiple injuries consistent with an assault prior to the jump.
How would you even
be able to tell that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, like 1 years later, and 2, I mean, your body's going to, it's going to be messed up from just the jump alone.
The biggest thing is the government paid his family a few $1 million. So.
That's sus.
Yeah. A little sus.
Yeah. Maybe they felt bad.
Maybe.
Yeah. Did they say, like, this is money?
Maybe.
And so this is what happened. Wink, wink.
So.
Okay.
That's some LSD.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit more LSD.
So just one question. Do you think that taking the drug did cause some sort of gene mutation in him so that it literally altered his like reasoning? Or do you think it just like killed so many things in his body that it changed who he was? Or what do you,
So this is nerdy nitpicking. I don't think it was gene mutation, but definitely could have altered chemical imbalances,
Yeah, like triggered some sort of weird, because if it totally changed his demeanor, behavior, and the CIA was worried that he was going to hurt his family. Well,
but were they really that? Or that were they just feeding him? Like, hey, dude, you're not right. Like, we're worried for you that you're going to hurt your family, so you need to come with us.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. To try to get him to be like, not to talk,
right,
to
like
watch.
Maybe they gave him this, and it's like, this is not going the way we want it to,
I see.
We need him to come with us. Oh, shoot, he just jumped out a window.
I see.
And that's the end of that.
Make him look crazier than what he really is. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Interesting. Gotcha.
So, and there was some other stuff when I was doing the research on that case that kind of made, there's some other stuff that was suspicious, but again, it could have been its own episode. I didn't have time to dive.
Oh, that's fine. That was just the one question I was just curious about.
So subproject category B.
Okay.
Hypnosis and memory alteration.
Okay. Hypnosis is totally real.
Yeah.
Like I've witnessed that firsthand. So
CIA memos show experiments attempting to create hypnotic couriers. So people who like deliver things against their will, which would be really helpful if you wanted to like, hey, you want to take this bomb across the street to that building.
Interesting. When you said,
like or you want to go to Taco Bell and
couriers,
get me some nachos.
You said couriers?
Yeah.
I heard careers.
Yeah, it's because I mumble.
So my brain was like, careers. But then when you gave your explanation, I realized, oh, he said couriers.
I mean, that could be a career. Probably short-lived.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you're supposed to stay while the bomb's hanging out. But
right.
Maybe they don't know it's a bomb. Maybe they're like, you want to take this package over here and you want to wait for 3 minutes.
You want to go up to the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And hang out.
For 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And don't listen to the ticking inside.
Exactly. So they're trying to do that. They want to be able to produce amnesia on command.
I don't know how that would be a thing. Like, how would you do that?
I don't know how you do it.
Okay.
They didn't either. I think that's why they wanted to figure it out.
Well, but if you're... Okay, so amnesia is forgetting stuff.
Think about Men in Black with their cool little pens.
Right. So that...
Would be great.
No. Well, that's not what I was going to say. That... There's some element in there doing this, obviously. It's technology and it's a movie. But I mean... Okay, it's great that they think they want to do that. What was their tactic to try to do that?
Yeah.
Like, is that with hypnosis, maybe?
Maybe.
Like, maybe you get hypnotized. And when you are hypnotized, you kind of don't remember, like, a lot of the things that you are experiencing. And so maybe that's kind of what they're...
Yeah, this is all with hypnosis. You're right.
Yeah. So...
They brought in some magicians from
Well,
SeaWorld. And all right, let's see if we can.
you said deliberate amnesia. What was the word you used?
Amnesia on command.
Amnesia on command. So yeah, they would have to be commanding you under hypnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't think it would really work.
They also wanted to figure out ways to implant false memories via hypnosis. So, remember yesterday when you were at the store, wink, wink, at 2:00?
Mm-hmm.
You were really there.
Yeah, you were there. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just trying to think, I think you would have a hard time under hypnosis remembering what you did while you were hypnotized, but putting things into your mind and making them stay somehow as a long-term memory or what is your reality, I think would be way harder.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it all sounds pretty hard.
Well, yeah. I mean, but if you're under hypnosis and you do something, I think you could have amnesia of that.
I got you.
Right? If they're you're going to curry you probably will die. But if you're under hypnosis and you're in this weird trance, I think that's
I get what you're saying.
Doable.
That would be easy not to remember something you did as opposed to remember something you didn't do.
Yes, or be told something and then have it when you're not under hypnosis, stay in there.
Right.
So, interesting.
That's what they're trying to do.
Right. It's interesting thought processing.
Yeah. There is no... Again, the ultimate goal was, can we hypnotize somebody to carry out an act of destruction?
Were they successful?
So there are no documented cases where this worked.
Okay.
We have no proof or evidence that this worked.
Right.
That doesn't mean much of anything, as we'll talk about here in a bit. But
right, or maybe in the to be continued, there might be some.
There might be.
Yeah.
There's actually a yes.
Okay. That's fine.
I'm just gonna drop a little teaser right now. There's a lot of conspiracy theories, and we're gonna get into a little bit. That Charles Manson, was an operative of MK Ultra, the serial killer.
Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. I'm just soaking it in.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're going to talk more about it though.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to. Yep. I'm not going to. So many. I actually am going to know what we're talking about.
You will for the next 2 weeks.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't know.
Right.
But I mean, I'll know
Yeah.
it.
So when I ask you, you'll be like, I think we should talk about conspiracy theories around MK Ultra. And I'll be like, yes.
Well,
That's what
maybe
we're gonna
don't
talk
ask
about.
me. Yeah, don't ask me.
No, I won't.
So, because I'll already know.
Okay, category C. Electroshock and psychic driving.
Electroshock, within water or with electrodes attached to your body?
Yeah, just shock therapy.
Okay.
And psychic driving. I didn't know what that was.
I'm going to ask you now. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but we're going to talk about it.
Psychic driving?
Yes. Essentially, it's when you have the same phrase repeated for 3 days in a row, nonstop, in your head. To try to see if you can, cement it in there.
Like a positive affirmation you're supposed to repeat to yourself.
Yeah.
I am happy.
Yeah.
I am happy. But just
over and over and over and over and over.
Who is the voice?
That's a great question. Probably not Alexa.
Is it the same voice every time?
I don't know.
On a recording, or is it a human?
I think it's a recording, but I don't know.
Oh, that would get so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
So
even.
this one was ran by a doctor by the name of Dr. Ewan Cameron. And guess where he...
Ewan. It's a funny name.
Yes. Ewan. He's actually Scottish.
Scottish. What were you going to ask me? Sorry.
But he ran his operations out of Montreal.
Oh.
On the Canadians.
Interesting.
Yes.
Why?
Out of Montreal's Allen Memorial Institute.
Allen Memorial. Okay.
Even the Canadians were on this, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean...
Even they
were in on it.
Yeah. So Dr. Cameron's a bit of a character himself. He's got some ties to Sigmund Freud. He was a psychiatrist at the Nuremberg trials.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's a little bit of, I guess that was only 8 years before this. Not even, because those were after World War II. So,
right, but still.
yeah. So the CIA used a bunch of fake foundations to funnel money up into his lab in Canada, which is always, cool.
Yeah, always.
Cameron's main goal, he had hoped to correct schizophrenia by erasing existing memories and reprogramming people. That was like his underlining thing. And the CIA was like, hey, we want in on that.
The
Psychic driving and electrotherapy.
Okay. Erasing memories, because I feel like that is a thing you've seen in movies before, right? Like many times. Was he successful?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't remember. Let's look.
All right.
Let's dive in together.
All right.
So his de-patterning was mostly through massive electroconvulsive therapy.
Yeah.
Just electrocuting the crap out of people. But he also did like drug-inducing sleeps that would last for days or weeks. Essentially put you into like a coma.
It seems very dangerous.
There was definitely
like you may never wake up.
Yeah, there was, some of that. During those sleeps or not, they would play looped audio message thousands of times in a row.
Okay.
And he's also kind of into isolation and sensory deprivation.
Oh my goodness. This guy sounds like a psycho.
Does sound like a psycho. This is the guy that's checking the mental acuity of SS officers after World War II. Like, well, I don't know if
you're
all, yeah.
Well, almost I wonder if these things kind of make you not all there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a process of you sort of are losing your mind as you're dealing with people who have, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds.
So he had a lot of patients, your fellow Canadians, that would leave his experiments with memory loss, permanent memory loss, loss of personal identity, permanent cognitive impairment.
Wow.
And trauma that lasted their lives.
Why would people keep going?
Well, most of these patients are, so this is at a medical institute. No one gave their consent. These are all things that, so someone might come in, for example, claiming they have anxiety.
Right.
And so they would take you in and then drug induce you into a coma and then run tests, like
you would admit yourself almost.
Like, hey, I'm really battling with depression right now. They go, cool, come on in.
So it's like a mental institution.
Well, but I don't think I don't know if it was a mental institution or just a hospital wing, part of a hospital that he worked out of.
I just feel like, how do you not get discovered for this kind of treatment of people? How is that not made known, or back then maybe they knew and they just sort of thought, like, I think in a lot of books or a lot of movies, again, they portray it like, oh, we think this is the best thing for you or the only option that we have to fix you. Like, is it more that where it's like people kind of know, but we're at our last resort?
No, I don't think so.
You
I think a lot of these people are pretty normal people.
That's so tragic. Okay. Okay.
So he did also like to throw in some LSD.
I mean, why not? If you're going to do all those other things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His electroconvulsive therapies were often ran at 30 to 40 times the normal power that other docs were using.
Oh my goodness.
His psychic driving that we talked about.
Yeah.
Where he would put someone into a drug-induced coma for weeks at a time. In one case, 3 months. And then would play tape loops of a noise or simple statement that whole time. Just over and over and over.
So then...
With the theory, hopefully when you woke up, then you were... Whatever that loop was, you had
embedded
into a truth now.
Is there evidence of it working?
Like, I don't think so.
No? Okay. This is just what happened.
Right.
We don't have any follow-up on, hey, this worked. Or...
No, I think it just really messed up most people. So
yeah.
experiments were typically carried out on patients who had entered the institute, like I said, for minor problems such as anxiety disorders, postnatal depression, and many left permanently debilitated after treatments.
How did he keep his
So
license?
some consequences include incontinence, amnesia, forgetting how to talk entirely,
So
people forgetting their parents, or thinking their interrogators were their parents.
Oh, wow.
So, like I said, none of it was done with consent. This one actually, more than anything, because it happened in Canada, when everything came out in the late 70s, early 80s, Canada actually went back and rewarded lots of people lots of money. Way more than the U.S. It was just kind of like, oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's sad.
So there's a lot more documented cases up there on these.
MK
victims.
Ultra went for how long?
53 to 73.
Okay. I just keep thinking of my granddad and my nan's claims.
Yeah.
Because this is right in that time frame.
Yeah. She's got some crazy claims.
Yeah.
But, I mean, definitely no crazier than any of this stuff.
Oh, no. Not near even as crazy as this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want to know. I really do. Anyway. Okay. So, how did he not lose his job? If like people come out and they're permanently debilitated, I mean,
Well, one, I think is a very different era
sure,
where the common man doesn't know much about medicine or.
but I would assume if you go in with minor issues and come out permanently debilitated, that at some point in all these trials, there's going to be people that start to, fight back, backlash, whatever there is.
Right.
I mean, I just don't know how you could. Anyway, so for some reason got hired by the CIA. Okay. All right. I don't know how they found him, but obviously he was a good candidate for this MK Ultra.
I actually think he was in the States. I think he was working in New York at a base.
Oh.
And then they put him up in Canada.
Oh, thinking they could hide it better?
I don't know if that was the
Oh,
rationale or.
So interesting.
Yeah. Next sub-project category, sensory deprivation. So a lot of both voluntary and involuntary subjects, isolation tanks, whiteout rooms, total silence, either constant white noise or constant light to see if, again, you could break the psyche to then rebuild it how you want.
So it kind of makes me think of Elle in the water tanks, like needing to have complete isolation.
Yeah.
But almost her complete isolation is to be able to tap into like another dimension.
Kind of like the upside down,
Like,
but it's not that. Yeah.
and so, but it's kind of cool because if that could potentially be a real thing, which obviously I realize it's not, but if the isolation that you're talking about could allow someone to tap in to some other place or dimension or like whatever. I mean, think of the things she hears and sees in that space.
Demigorgons.
No, she can hear all the conversations and she can kind of see where Will is a little bit and kind of be there, but like not be there, almost like a ghost.
But that's how
And
Demigorgon finds her to begin with.
That's true. But then I was just thinking, what the point of the isolation is to just, again, crack their mental fortitude to make them be submissive to your will, right?
Right.
That's like the ultimate goal here is just making them do what you want them to do.
Right.
Okay.
Which resulted in a lot of hallucinations, dissociations, extreme suggestibility. So maybe this is some success there.
Right.
But
I just think the ramifications of that is so long term and
oh, totally.
like,
Yeah.
anyway.
All right. So this next one's kind of crazy. We're calling this safe house testing. Really, it's just more LSD testing.
Okay.
This is Operation Midnight Climax.
Oh, this is the one that you were saying, the one-way mirror or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, give me your hypothesis. Operation Midnight Climax, one-way mirrors.
Honestly, I don't know where to go with this.
The name's pretty on point.
Is it appropriate though for ears?
Not really.
Yeah, so that I don't know what to be saying here. I'm like, what?
So this is crazy. This is real life.
This is real life.
Back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, our parents and grandparents' tax dollars funded this operation.
Okay.
So the CIA set up fake brothels in San Francisco and New York City.
Fake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they're real. They're real brothels, but owned and operated by the CIA.
Oh, that's what makes them fake?
Yeah. And
Okay.
they're, it's like if they opened a grocery store.
Right. It's kind of weird though.
It's
right?
real,
but it's not real.
But yeah.
I mean,
They're just like, okay, we're going to put it on this corner
Right.
and go.
yeah.
So they hired prostitutes, real prostitutes,
Okay.
paid them with tax dollars to do what prostitutes do,
Okay.
to lure men in. Inside of these brothels were a bunch of one-way mirrors.
So when I look in a mirror, am I looking in a two-way mirror?
Correct.
Okay, so what does a one-way mirror look like?
Looks like that, except someone on the other side can see through it as well.
Oh, so they can still see themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But people are watching from behind that can see them
Right.
too.
It's
It's
like
like the
interrogation
interrogation room. That's called a
Exactly.
one-way mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, for some reason, I don't know if
totally makes no sense if you really think about it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. It's like a three-way mirror.
Yeah, it's more like
is
a
what I
three-way
would
mirror.
call that. But okay, I guess I never knew what that was called.
You have prostitutes on one side in the fake brothel, CIA agents on the other side watching fake brothel.
Why?
Well, so they would bring in men and they would have the prostitutes unknowingly to them, to the men, drug them with LSD.
Okay,
Why?
I don't know.
To see what happened.
Okay,
It wanted to study the effects of LSD on non-consenting individuals.
who are the non-consenting
The
individuals?
men that are coming in.
The men. Okay.
That think they're just coming in for a brothel,
Okay.
but really they're getting drugged.
Okay.
So the prostitutes would do their thing,
Okay.
drug them, and then the whole point was afterwards to question them to see if they could get them to reveal secrets involuntarily. See if they would become chatterboxes.
Does it have any directly relation, assuming that would be because of the euphoric state that they might be in?
Possibly. This is
or-
actually a very common tactic in spies across the world.
Oh,
It's called the honeypot,
okay.
where you will set up a spy to be a romantic.
Okay.
And then use said time periods to try to extract information.
Oh, interesting.
So this is like that, but on drugs, literally.
Okay. So they're thinking combining the two together is a better
Yeah.
possibility of revealing all the secrets.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't believe this is a thing.
That's the thing.
Yeah. My mind is
so
blown here.
The victims would be fed subliminal messages. Try
Okay.
to get them to so they would, well, let me go back a step. They would try to get secrets. Then they moved on to, okay, let's also give them subliminal messages, see if we can
Messages.
get them to do stuff. So let's see if we can get them to commit criminal activity while they are
Under the
Under-
influence.
the
Okay.
influence of LSD.
Okay.
And it seemed like so much fun that a lot of the agents actually ended up just taking LSD and joining in.
Oh.
So
It's good research.
Good research.
Yeah, when the researcher's in on the researchy.
Yeah. So, I'm not really sure if it worked or not.
Oh my gosh, this is mind blowing.
But definitely documented that was
A real thing.
a real thing that the U.S. government funded, paid for, participated in.
Who was the president at the time of
Well, this
operation?
would have been a lot of different presidents over that 20-year span.
Do you think they're aware of it?
No. Well, this is something that comes up a lot with our system, because you have elected officials,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have the real quote unquote government that are lifers that
Yeah.
are there for 40 years
Right.
that, yep, things change a little here or there based on which political party's in power, but really what our jobs are totally unconnected to that part of the government.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's all sorts of clandestine operations going on that President Trump, President Biden, whatever, don't really have any idea.
And that's the way they want it. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's definitely the theory.
Okay.
I'm not saying this does or doesn't happen or it's what I think or don't think, but it's definitely a theory by a lot of people that yes, there are many branches of the CIA, things like that run totally separate, kind of behind the scenes, and don't want whoever's in power to know what's going on.
Interesting. Okay.
They're more of a nuisance to them than,
Right.
actually reporting to them. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea.
Right. Interesting. Okay.
But then are you going to tell me that we had 5 U.S. presidents who all signed off on these operations? But that seems hard to believe, too.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
But I could very well see the CIA director saying, yeah, we're working on these, projects to try to see if we can crack enemy spies. Oh, cool. Yeah, great. I'm all on
right.
board for
They don't
that.
actually know
And
the
that's
details.
the extent of it.
That's how everything is, by
Yeah.
the way. They make everything sound like the school curriculum. Oh, yeah, they're just fine. They're not talking about any of these things. Oh, but yes, they are.
Yeah. Yes, they are. That's how, I talk to you, too. I'm not doing any of this stuff. I'm just going to work.
But then really you're a CIA agent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting one. Next, we have prison and hospital experiments.
Ugh.
So these are documented in 3 different, 2 different hospitals and 1 state prison. We have documents that they performed tests on people against their, I don't want to say against their will, but non-consented tests.
Right. Like not forcing them to do them, but just not telling them what they're
Right.
doing. Right.
So
Very
prisoners
different.
and patients were given LSD, sedatives, stimulants, electroshock, combination of all these. One inmate at Lexington
Where's that?
Narcotics Hospital in Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
testified later on that he was given LSD every day for 77 days straight.
Wow.
I think that would do some stuff to you.
Yeah.
I would think you would lose the grasp of reality.
100% you would. I think even under normal circumstances in prison, you lose the grasp of reality.
That could be true.
Like, anyway. So if he testified that he had that first 77 days straight, he must have known,
Yeah.
right?
That's true.
Or
maybe they told him hey, this is you've
came
got
to
bipolar. We're going to give
find
you
out.
LSD. This is your
medicine.
this is what's going to help you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Is this the one that's like a little paper? And it just like dissolves? Like,
LSD?
yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay. Like, how do you slip this into someone? Life
That's a good
secretly, like unless it's a very simple administration, right?
Right.
I mean, obviously, anything intravenous is not going to be. It's not a mystery. So interesting. Okay.
Last little bit here. The last group of people that were worked on were good old children, college students.
Children or college students?
Both children / college or college students, other unwilling or unknowing civilians. So they would do some tests on like kids in foster care and things like that who were in government control.
And they would give them what? LSD?
Same kinds of things. Yeah. Maybe not all LSD, but trying different techniques to see if they could.
What works and what doesn't. They're basically trying to see what works. And the conclusion is probably none of it works.
Yeah, I don't think we have a lot of evidence that anything really was able to make a super, spy or anything like that.
Yeah. Couldn't turn him into Bucky or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do we know about any of this?
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. So, something must have leaked. I mean, someone or something like a computer file, but then it was supposed to be in the black. So then it's like, who even knows? I don't know.
Right. So, ran from 53 to 73. 1973 was Watergate happened.
Okay.
And when that happened...
Can you educate me? Like, I know Watergate, but I don't know
so
Watergate.
Hotel.
Yeah.
I want to say it was the Republicans who were breaking into the Democratic headquarters.
Okay.
And then Nixon was exposed, and it was a big, huge scandal.
Right.
Okay. We'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, I know that's deep and it's big and it's
lots
way more.
of things were being unearthed then. It opened all
It
sorts
opens
of,
right.
Like, oh, we got to figure out what's going on here.
Okay.
It was during this time that the CIA was like, oh, crap, we don't want anyone to find out about MK Ultra. So they ordered the destruction of every file related to MK Ultra. And again,
this is literally like a movie.
Yeah. We only have computers back then, right? So this is all Xerox boxes full of documents.
Yeah.
Sub project, all the records, all the budget ledgers, all the personal notes, all the test data.
Everything.
Literally burn it or shred it. All of it.
Wow.
And they did.
Except
about 90% of it.
Except for they didn't.
The only reason we know anything is because of pretty random junk. There are some files that were just simply misfiled. So they were found in a whole nother
department.
Some idiot put the LSD sex operation in the Parks and Recreation files, and they're like, what is this? This is bizarre.
This is bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff like that was misfiled, which probably happened all the time back then without computers.
Oh, I'm sure.
There were some auditor duplicates that ended up showing up.
Auditor duplicates.
So maybe like a budgetary thing, you're reconciling it, and you have to make a copy to give to the accountant, and the accountant still had a copy of whatever thing, right? Something like that, that showed
a history, a ledger, a lot of money.
What did we do with all the world's supply of LSD?
Yeah,
that's weird.
That is weird. We bought a lot.
There were some surviving memos, individuals had, or things like that. Grandpa took home his notebook and it was in the basement.
Right.
As opposed to and locked up, or whatever. And then once things started happening, then you had witnesses coming out and say, well, yeah, like obviously that guy shocked me a billion times.
Yeah, this happened to me.
And then people started believing him. Then there was a full congressional inquiry, like a full congressional investigation into it. And then
congressional, like the Congress? I don't even know. I mean,
well, Congress is in charge of all financial, any form of money spent by the government. Congress is in charge of
public.
So if you have,
who is investigating for the Congress? If the Congress needs to investigate something, whose job is that? The CIA?
A good question. Probably the FBI. No.
You call in the Scotland Yard.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that even work?
I don't know. So there were congressional hearings. They were called the Church Committee and the Rockefeller Commission. They ran from 1975 to 1976. And that was the first time that any of MK Ultra came out to the public.
Okay.
Their findings included, this is shocking, unethical human experimentation, covert drugging of American citizens, collaboration with universities under false pretenses, fatalities, destruction of evidence, and that there was no accountability for any of it.
Wow.
So Because once MK Ultra started in 1953, experiments included administering LSD to mental patients, prisoners, drug addicts, prostitutes. Pretty much, had they put it, MK Ultra, people who could not fight back.
Right.
You know, if someone said like, "Hey, the government's drugging me," like, well, you're a drug addict. I don't really know if I believe, you know, like, or
Right.
you're insane. You live in a mental institution.
Yeah.
Why would we listen to you?
Right. Wow. That is legit scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also administered LSD to CIA employees, military personnel, doctors, other government agents, and members of the general public to study their reaction. Again, the aim was to find drugs that would bring out deep confessions or wipe out a subject's mind to create a robot agent. As we talked about, we didn't talk about, but you kind of alluded to this. Military personnel who received LSD were often threatened with court martials if they ever told anyone. You know, they'd lose everything. And so we know that, 90+% of all the program's documents are gone. So when we know there's 149, it could be a lot more than that.
Right.
We don't know what results they ever got from any of these things.
Right. If any.
If any.
Yeah.
So we know very little other than
This
it
happened.
existed.
Right. This happened.
So next week, we're going to go into things. So everything we talked about today, 100%.
Right.
There are receipts the
Right.
government has admitted to. You can find stuff. What we're going to go into next week it's a much broader range of.
Conspiracy.
We maybe have like a document that talks about some project, but we don't know anything more about it. We don't really have any documentation. This is just a
testimonial
theory,
from a
right,
human
or whatever.
Interesting.
So it'll be a little more wild, strange, or something. I don't know.
Terrifying.
But the government's not your friend.
No, not your friend.
Not your friend. I mean, it's nice. Firemen are great. It's nice when they fix potholes.
Well, I don't really think of them as.
But they pay for them, right? Like,
Sure, but
there's a lot of great things of government.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of not great things too.
Right. For the people. By the people.
Yeah. LSD for everyone.
I wonder if their supply's out, or if they still have some. Does that stuff expire? I mean,
I don't know.
What is old? We should do an experiment on what old LSD does.
Okay. We'll give you some.
If anyone's listening out there and they still have a stash from Operation,
We don't want any of this new synthetic LSD.
From-
We want old LSD.
MK Ultra.
The 1950s LSD.
Yeah, let us know and what your outcomes are.
Totally.
So crazy. My mind is just reeling right now.
Yeah.
All the things in my brain.
True.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well,
Looking
get ready
forward.
for part 2.
Part 2, 2
Coming
weeks.
up in 2 weeks. And then part 3 in 4 weeks.
I'm terrified.
Wah, wah, wah. Alrighty. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.